and they're limiting the amount of people that can dine within the restaurant, which makes sense, right? So, but it at least gives them something to look forward to because a lot of these businesses are shutting down. For example, no more Souplantation. People are upset. They're like, no more Souplantation. I go, when's the last time you went? They're like 7 years ago. Like, fuck, bitch.
Everybody, dude. That's
you upset about some shit you haven't been to in years.
Why was Souplantation have such a grab on our...
Yo, high school was popping for us. Everybody, you know what it was?
Is that why?
It was the focaccia pizza bread. It was the chicken noodle soup, the clam chowder, the all-you-can-eat soft serve.
So hometown buffet or Souplantation? Wait, is Souplantation all you can eat?
All you can eat.
So
Souplantation, I think it hit the right wave of when everybody was trying to get healthy. That's when that whole healthy shit started happening and everybody wanted to be a part of that. They were like, okay, well, if I'm going to be healthy, look at this place. It's all vegetables. But lo and behold, people weren't even getting the fresh veggies. They were getting the broccoli salad, which was mayonnaise and vinegar with apple cider and brown sugar and then bacon bits. And they were getting the macaroni salad, which is pasta and mayonnaise. And then they would go to the clam chowder and then they would get focaccia pizza bread and eat it with that. And they thought that they were making healthy choices.
What the fuck?
I was one of them.
Clearly. I hope that's where that was going.
I'm not saying that shit like I'm condemning you. I'm talking about myself right now. That literally was me. I thought that I was making healthy choices and I left fat every fucking time.
You know what? I don't blame you because Souplantation was one of those places to be known to like help you. When like Subway was like it was in that category, that foot long and that veggie sub, whatever. Even just getting an Italian sub. For some reason, Subway really did a good job of tricking people.
Subway tricked the fuck out of me, man. Especially because
you were getting that shit so much, dude.
All the time. And I wasn't losing no fucking weight, man. I used to eat
Subway said this shit's healthy.
Exactly. But then I used to switch it up. I'm like, yo, can you scoop out that bread on the inside?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, and then I get some light mayo with that. And either way, that shit was still like 800 calories, and I would down 2 of them. Because I didn't know what my caloric intake was. I didn't know what that shit was.
So you thought by scooping out the bread.
I was like, yo, scoop out that bread, cuz.
And put more mayonnaise in.
Hey, scoop out the bread, and then I want you to squeeze mayonnaise in the cavity. All right? And then after that, I want you to add olives. Don't you dare put a fucking vegetable in there, and then double up the meat. And this motherfucker was like, excuse me? And I walk out, I'm like, I just made a good choice today. I walk out. I used to get that shit all the time with me and Dan.
Yeah, man.
Dan used to get that, but Dan used to only eat that one sandwich and then not eat anything for the rest of the day.
Oh, man.
He had some really unhealthy food habits. Like he would go up and down and weight all the fucking time.
Did you ever do the tuna melt with hot Cheetos?
No, that wasn't me. No. That wasn't me at all. I don't like tuna melts. It's not that I don't like tuna melts. It's just that I feel like every time I got one, it tasted like the tin. It wasn't my shit. Subway, I got the stuff that I knew exactly what I wanted. The stuff that I wanted was a turkey avocado, and I got it with the whole wheat bread because that's hella healthier, right? I scoop out the bread, light mayo. I would get spinach, no fucking lettuce, olive, the peppers, tomatoes, olive oil, red vinegar, salt, and pepper. And that was my healthy one, right? And then if I wanted to be even healthier than that, I got the ham actually had less calories than the turkey. So I got the ham instead.
Landing, y'all.
Yep. Ow, bitch.
10.
Did you see the people were like up in arms about musician was really big, lost a lot of weight, European, British.
Oh,
Adele. Like she lost a shit ton of weight.
It looked like she shed more. It looked like she shed more sea cells by the seashore. What am I saying right now? She shed more weight than she had before. Because I remember she
had like a little stint where she lost weight.
Yeah, lost weight, and then she lost more weight.
Yeah. I mean, she lost an absorbent amount of weight. I was kind of shocked. There was a photo of her where she was just, standing next to somebody and she looked a little worn out. And I think that was the photo that everybody was talking about, and they were gossiping about how she lost weight in a very unhealthy way without even asking her, without even getting a statement about it.
Yeah, man. They love to build you up and Drag you down.
It's weird because I've been, when I'm on Twitter and stuff and I'm listening, you could tell what's trending by how much things pop up. There are a few people that I follow and they're fans of mine, right? I follow them not because we have a connection. I follow them because they are the most basic human beings on earth and they follow the most basic tweets. So they're the people that keep me connected to the rest of the world.
Because I am up here.
Because I don't know shit.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about what's going on. And so
right.
when I know when they retweet shit, that's what everybody else is doing.
I have to know. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this is the thing, right? And so it's like 10 or 15 people, when they all in consensus start tweeting the same shit and they have an opinion about it,
I must step down.
I'm like, this is what's popping. Right. And so all of them had a tweet about Adele's weight loss. And some of it was interesting because that conversation is going, it's number one, okay, there's this whole hot topic right now. It's about fat phobia, right? I had no idea what fat phobia is, right? Is that a fear of being fat? But what they're talking about is people who are fat phobic are people who look down on people who are fat or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
It's like the whole fat phobia thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys could write the actual definition of it. Yeah. I don't really give a fuck. But there's two sides, right? It's if you celebrate your health, not so much your health. If you celebrate your weight loss, if you celebrate how much you became fit from how you were before, if you're talking about how you feel great about, showing your 6-pack abs, you're actually a catalyst to this negative conversation about people who are overweight. And so you're a very fat phobic person and you're a very bad person, right? And there's the other side where it's like, if you are extremely overweight and you're unhealthy, you keep finding reasons to feel better about yourself, even though you know you're unhealthy, and you're just finding things and finding information to support your bad habits, and you want other people to feel bad just like you do.
Kind of reminds me of like the whole controversy or the discussion about Lizzo, and I mean Charlamagne and Guy was talking about that. But Lizzo was just like when she shook her ass at the Staples game. Remember, everyone was like, "Oh my god, how can you do that?" And like you're overweight, and like you're talking about talking about fat shaming, but I love my body and I'm healthy. And